As many crises as I have been through as an advisor, I'm still apprehensive. I don't want anyone to think that, just because you've been through several other crises that you've got it all figured out. This is new. This is new for all of us. My most recent recollection of going through something like this, which I'm sure is true for most people if they were in business then, was 2008-9. It feels different, but in some ways quite similar. And there were some things that I did back then that I wish I hadn't done. And there are things that we certainly learned, I call them lessons learned from that crisis and 2001-2, which was another crisis, and then certainly 9/11. And one of the things, though, that I did learn through those crises that I didn't do enough of, and I'm trying very hard to do more of that now, is spending time on self-care. I hear a lot of folks working really long hours, longer hours than they were when they were in the office. And I think self-care is something that is so much more important now than ever. Certainly, I picked up an app that I used to use 3-4 years ago called Couch to 5K, which just prepares you slowly to run a 5K. And I've gotten out of the habit of getting more cardio in the morning like I used to do. So I've gone back to doing that. And that's really been fun and different, and reminds me of, I don't even know why I stopped doing it, frankly. That's been something I've adopted or readopted. There's an app called Blinkist that I talk to a lot of people about. I'm not able to read all the business books that people tell me I should consider, and so I'll pick up it's a cliff note of a book that you may not read, or you may read, but it's just a 10-minute, 15-minute recap of that book, either audio or you can read it as well. You can choose a mindset of abundance or scarcity. And I think our job, really in our vocation, is helping clients choose a mindset of abundance, but abundance with a dose of realism. And it's the little things that count. I think we know that, many of us who've been in the business a long time, but it's the little things that count that we're doing for our clients outside of managing their money, checking in on them after they've had a surgery, or whatever the case may be that maybe other people aren't doing. I think it's really important to spend time on those little things, writing personal notes. Everybody's on the internet, everybody's writing emails, but spending the time to actually write a handwritten note is something that will help you stand out to your clients and even to your team members. I use it a lot now, this quote from Winston Churchill, and I'll read it here. It's, "Now is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning."